Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. So, today I'm going to report about gender gap in education. The gender gap in education means the difference between males and females in getting education, learning opportunities, and academic achievement. In simple words, it shows how men and women do not always have the same access to schooling or learning changes. For example, in some places, ang mga lalaki, muhuman jud sila og college kaysa babae. Kaya ang uban, babae, mas ilaha gipili ang mutabang sa ila pamilya, and then, tungod po sa beliefs o tradition. Ni ang uban sad ana, tungod po sa financial problem. So, we have 5 definitions about gender gap in education. The first one is, worldwide, women are more educated today than at any point in history, but we are still not as educated as men. So, ang uban countries, kasagaran, tanan lalaki ug babae, muadto sa eskwelahan. But, ang uban babae, dili motiwas og high school or college, kay hindi nila mutabang sa ilang pamilya, financially, or ang uban ana, magminyo og sayo. The second one is, gender gaps rarely persist in educated countries. So, sa uban countries like sa Japan or Canada, ang lalaki ug babae kay parehas moadto sa eskwelahan, mutik sa same subject, and muhuman sa college. The gap between them is very small. The third one is, gender gaps often get worse before they get better. So, at first, kung kano sa magsugod og alaw nga miskwila mga babae, ang uban babae dili miskwila tungod sa family problems, financial problems, and tradition. But later, when families see that girls succeed, daghan og babae ang motiwas og eskwela, muhuman sa college, and then, og ang gender gap, maghinahinay na siya og close. Number 4. Test scores don't tell us enough about gender gaps. So, daghan babae dagko og scores sa test, pero ang uban, dili mo continue sila pag-eskwela or muhuman sa college. Kaya ang ilang mga parents, ang gipanghuna-huna, ang pag-eskwela kay importante ra sa mga lalaki. Number 5. Gender equality in education is not enough. So, daghan babae nakahuman sa college, pero dili sila allowed to work, or else makatrabaho sila pero ang sweldo dili per sa lalaki. So, unfair kaayo, di ba? So, ato adyo make sure nga ang both genders kay equal ra. Dili kay sa eskwelahan ra equal. Summary. The gender gap in education means the difference between men and women in learning and education opportunities. Today, more women are educated than ever before, but still have more access to higher education in many parts of the world. In well-educated countries, the gap is smaller because both boys and girls have equal chances to study. Sometimes, the gap becomes worse before it improves, since change takes time. Test scores alone cannot show the real difference, because some students face challenges outside the classroom. Lastly, having equal education is not enough. Both men and women should also have equal chances to use their education and succeed in life.
Gender-neutral perspective in teaching. A gender-neutral perspective in teaching involves creating an inclusive learning environment that values diversity and promote equality. This approach encourages educators to use language, materials, and practice that avoid reinforcing traditional gender stereotypes, emphasis by using inclusive language incorporating diversity, texts, and resources, and fostering open discussions. Teachers can help students feel seen and respected regardless of their gender identity. This approach not only promotes a sense of belonging but also prepares students for a diverse and ever-changing world. Ultimately, a gender-neutral perspective in teaching helps to create a more equitable and supportive learning environment for all students.
Good day everyone! Today I'm going to report about inclusive language and toward gender neutral language. So, language that avoids the use of certain expressions or words that might be considered to exclude particular groups of people. Gender specific words such as man or mankind and masculine pronouns, the use of which might be considered to exclude women. So means inclusive language using words that include and respect all people no matter their gender, race, religion, age, or ability. So kini ang mga pinulungan sa inclusive language nga nagpasabot wala kini nag-discriminate batok sa bisan kinsa based sa ilahang gender. For example, fireman. So, instead na fireman ang atong gamiton, firefighter ang gigamit kay tungod dili raman ang mga lalaki mahimong bombero. Pwede man sad mahimong bombero ang mga babay. So, next is toward gender neutral language. So, ang example sa gender neutral language mao ning mankind, policeman, policewoman, fireman, and chairman. So, ang examples of gender neutral terms is humankind, police, firefighter, chair, or chairperson. So, maora to akong report. That's all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mary Quinich Giao, and today I'm gonna report about the best practices to be more gender inclusive. So, why we need to practice to be more gender inclusive? So, since everyone is talking about gender equality, so we need to practice to be more gender inclusive because it can avoid bias and favored from one gender to another. So, ana na masud ang gender equality kay imo man i-treat ang everyone fairly. So, the first one is using non-discriminatory language. So, from the word non-discriminatory, so dili maka-discriminate sa imong isig kataw. So, ang naadira ang isa is forms of address. So, there should also be consistency in the way women and men are referred to. So, what do you mean by consistency? So, consistency means treating everyone equally when addressing or referring to them. So, for example, if one of them is addressed by their name or last name, courtesy title, or profession, the other one should be as well. So, if nag-istorya ka duha ka tao, or bisag bilan na diha ka tao, and then ang isa imo gitawag sa iyang courtesy title or profession or iyang last name mo siya gitawag sa last name, dapat ang imo pong lain ka storya imo pud tagon sa ilang last name to be treated fairly or to avoid bias, no, kay basin kanang ang isa ra imo tagon sa iyang last name siya mo siya tawag huy day dong inana, so basin makaana na siya ba nga biased man siya, biased pagkatao. So para dili sila maka-feel of discrimination, so you should treat them fairly kanang imo sila tagon sa unsa imo gitawag sa isa pod. Pero mas better if kanang imusla i-ask kung unsay mas gusto or ganahan nila nga tawgon kay pareha nang nabilong nabilong sila sa mga LGBTQ+. Nya kanang wa kay baw unsay imo itawag nila, so mas better if you ask them o unsay mas prefer nila nga tawgon nila to avoid misunderstanding or to avoid nga kanang kuan ba nga ma-feel nila nga discriminate sila. So the next one is avoid gender-biased expressions or expressions that reinforce gender stereotypes. So expression naman na nato mga ato na i-avoid unta ato mga expression nga mga word nga na ba nga ay babay man gud na siya, ay lalaki man gud na siya, kaya na niya kay lalaki man na siya, mga yun na ba nga word ato na i-avoid to kanang to be more gender inclusive, no? So natay mga discriminatory examples diri. So she throws or runs or fights like a girl. So instead of saying that, ato mo tayo nga she throws or runs or fights really well. Nya kani in a manly way. So instead of saying that, we should say in a confident or strong way. Kani po daw, oh, that's women's work. So instead of saying that, we should say nga, that's something anyone can do. Or kaning thank you to the ladies for making the room more beautiful. So instead of saying that, thank you to everyone for making the room beautiful. So last one is men just don't understand. So instead of saying that, we should say some people may not understand. Kaya nga nung ato man to mga kuan katong i-avoid na to ang mga word nga kanang na murag na mention ang mga gender bitaw kay mga cause man na og gender biased mga bias nga kanang ay kanang pare atong kaning thank you to the ladies for making the room more beautiful. So gi-emphasize nga ang ladies ra day nakalimpyo ana or naka beautiful ana nga room. So what if na day kuan dira mga men or kuan nga. So instead of saying that ato kuan thank you for everyone for making the room beautiful. So to avoid gender bias. The next one is make gender visible when it is relevant for communication. So mag-mention na ta og gender, mag-mention na ta gender only when necessary or relevant na ang for kana nga message or kana nga communication. So na diri is using feminine and masculine pronouns. So example there is when a staff member accepts an offer of employment, he or she must be able to assume that the offer is duly authorized, and to qualify for payment of the mobility incentive, she or he must have 5 years prior continuous service on a fixed term or continuing appointment. So napunta there is using two different words. So in the example boys and girls should attend the first cooking class with their parents. Napunta there, all of the soldiers, both men and women, responded negatively to question 5 in the survey on gender inclusivity. So gigamit na ang na visible na ang gender if kanang necessary or relevant na ang message or ang communication. So the last one is do not make gender visible when it is not relevant for communication. So it means you don't need to mention someone's gender if it has nothing to do with the message or situation. So for example, the lady doctor will see you now. So necessary pa din na nga mention ng lady nga word. So instead of saying lady doctor, you should say the doctor will see you now. So napunta another example, each policeman should follow the rules. So instead of saying policeman, you should say each police officer should follow the rule. Kay ug mo na kag policeman, makakos siya og murag bias bitaw kay ang man mga lalaki ra day kanang mo follow sa rules. So instead of saying policeman, you should say police officer. So na murag na gender inclusive. So dili ra ang man ra mo follow sa rule, which is which kanang kuan nga ang tanan mo follow sa rule. And then napod diri no sa PPT is na diri use gender neutral words. So Na example diri ang less inclusive o more inclusive. So, less inclusive is mankind niya. To be more inclusive, we should say humankind. And then napo sa less inclusive kay man-made. So, to be more inclusive, you should say artificial or human caused kay kanang di ba og makakuan man tanog makaduhog tag word nga man-made kay binuhat man sa tao pero masud gusto no nga bias kay kanang man-made lalaki ra day ang nibuhat da na day kanang day apil ang babae na something na so to avoid bias or misunderstanding or sa ba we should say kanang artificial so mga tag artificial binuhat man gyapon sa tao so mas more inclusive siya sa atong kuan kanang pandungog or human cost okay human cost na naman nabilong na kuan man ang gender inclusive na kay wala man ta nag-mention og gender wala ta nag-mention og specific gender about ana di ba so that's all for my part and thank you.
Problematism gender in higher education, why learning isn't enough. Because a gender neutral perspective in teaching in also a values proportion for learning. Problematism gender in higher education, why learning isn't enough. Because learning is not an individual undertaking but a commonwealth understanding.
Good day everyone, my name is Kirby Gorgonio and I am the leader of Group 4. And today I'm gonna report about the female confidence gap in feminist pedagogy, gender dynamics in the active engaged classroom. So today guys, in this report, I'm gonna start with the phrase, education has no gender. Why do you think education has no gender? Because it is a fundamental human right and crucial tool for personal and societal development. So next, let's proceed to gender in the classroom. So first, there are many ways to think about how gender affects teaching and learning. Next is, do teachers unknowingly demonstrate gender bias with their students? Next is, would boys or girls learn more effectively in a single gender environment? And we're gonna proceed into the next one. So teaching to promote gender equality. First is, give all students equal attention in advising and mentoring. So in this, sa kini guys, ang pasabot ani guys is, ang tanan students is i-treat sila og equal sa pagtudlo og pag mentor nila to promote gender equality in the classroom. So next one is, don't overlook capable but quiet students. So some in the classroom guys, sa mga classroom yun is di man dyan mawala ang mga quiet students, like di-overlook sila nga kanang as weak. So dapat ta guys hindi sila i-overlook o mas ipa-prove pa nila nga na sila potential to promote gender equality in the classroom. Kaya ma-feel man nila nga dawat sila o treat ang pag-fair sa mga teachers nila o sila mga classmates. Next is, revise circula if necessary to include female experiences and to include them in more than just stereotypical ways. So last guys is, monitor classrooms dynamics to ensure that discussion does not become dominated by verbally aggressive students. Vary the structure of the classroom to include more than just competitive modes of learning. So why do we need to monitor classroom dynamics? So to promote gender equality in the classroom, classroom dynamics is the way they interact, what is their behavior, what is the relationship between their co-students. So diha nimo mahibaw-an o ma-adjust nimo ang mga students to aware them na dili dapat mo verbally aggressive kay kasagaran sa classroom diha gid maggunad ang mga bully. So to promote gender equality, dapat na nimo silang monitoron. Dapat pod maghimo ka og mga classroom policies nga to avoid bullying and also to promote gender equality. That's it, guys. So, conclusion day sa akong report nga anang promote gender equality. So, why do we need to promote gender equality in the classroom? So, promoting gender equality in the classroom is essential for creating a fair, inclusive, and effective learning environment. It ensures that all students, regardless of gender, have equal opportunities to succeed, develop their full potential, and contribute to a diverse and equitable society. So, nganong kailangan mo na to nga i-promote ang gender equality sa classroom? To make the students more comfortable sa ilang pag-eskwela. Kay kibaw man sila nga ang fair ang pagdagan sila mga classmate, mas kibaw sila nga dawat sila sa society nga mas ang ilang mas effective pod ang pag-eskwela na guys, kay mas ganahan man sila mo eskwela kay tungod ana lagi nga dawat sila nga regardless of their gender nga mas mo develop pa sila guys sa ilang full potential tungod ana kay happy man ang classroom nga diha pod makita ang ilang full potential, kay mas komportable mo sila sa mga classmate, mas ganahan sila mo pakita silang potential, and mas makatabang bud siya sa diverse and equitable society kung i-promote ang gender equality sa classroom. Kay mas dama na po na nila sa society, di mo na sa classroom tungod kay namurag na norms na sa eskwelahan nila. So that's all guys, thank you.
So hi everyone, so my topic is all about the gender equality, the gender equity, and the education and gender equality. So first is gender equality. So here in PPT, gender equality it involves empowering all the students and providing them with the same human rights. So ang kaning gender equality, so this means is treating all the students the same. So mapa boys or mapa girls man are makakuha sila og the same rights, the same rules, or the same chances. So same ang ilag trato. So makakuhan po ta diri og kanang ato gani irespeto gani ang ilahang mga rights, or ana lang respecting their rights, or imo sila i-treated og fair. Mao na ang gender equality. So and also no one is treated better or worse because of their gender. So like for example ani sa gender equality is the kaning all the students are allowed to play any sports no matter their gender. So mauna ang gikuan sa gender equality, bisag mapaunsa man ka, mapabayot man, mapa girl, mapa tomboy, is imo gapon sila itrato bisan unsa pang ilang gender identity. So next is gender equity. So here in PPT, gender equity it refers to promoting fairness in educations as well as confronting stereotypes and biases that have historically limited a student's potential. Gender equity, it means giving each student what they need to do well or what they need to succeed, even if that means giving different help or to different students. So kay nga naman ka, it because kay kitang tanan is dili ta the same experience or the same na experience or the same barriers nga nakuan sa kinabuhi. Kay kaning gender equity, it's about being fair. Maura gina siya. So like for example ani is if ang one student needs more time or support because of their gender situation or identity, so they can get help, so they have a fair chance to succeed too. So in short, gender equality, it means giving fair for everyone. So while gender equity, it's fair support for everyone, even it's different. So maura na ang ilang differences. Nasabtan naman siguro. So education and gender equality is naa diri ang UNESCO. So ang kaning UNESCO is a big global group that cares a lot of making sure everyone gets a fair chance to learn, even if we have a different identity. So the UNESCO has also a plan. So ang kaning